Welcome back, everybody, for another deep dive. Today, we're looking at something maybe a little different. Manifesting lottery wins.
Ooh.
We've talked about manifestation before on the show.
Yeah.
And the law of assumption, this idea that your thoughts can shape your reality.
Right.
This time we're asking, can you really use this for something as random as winning the lottery?
It's a big question.
It is a big question. And we've got some real stories of people who say they did just that.
Okay.
And then we'll look at some of the science behind it.
Sounds good.
And, well, the maybe less scientific ideas behind it, too.
The more out there ideas.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think what's so fascinating about this is how it kind of brings together all these different things. Like, you've got that subconscious mind power.
Right.
You've got this idea of universal energy, and then the psychology of belief.
Yeah.
All wrapped up into one.
Totally. And our sources actually have some really compelling examples.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You've got Cynthia Stafford, who won $112 million. She wrote down the exact amount she wanted to win. She visualized getting that winning check.
Okay.
And she even started living like a millionaire before she actually won.
So she was really embodying that feeling of already having it.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is so interesting because that's like straight out of Neville Goddard's teachings, you know, assuming the feeling of your wish fulfilled.
Yeah.
She wasn't just hoping, she was believing it was already hers.
Exactly. And it's not just her. We see this kind of pattern in other stories, too.
Okay. Yeah.
Like Shane Misler, he won $451 million when he was only 20 years old.
Wow, 20 years old. That's incredible.
I know it's amazing he may not have specifically talked about the law of assumption.
Right.
But he did have a really strong belief in abundance. He practiced gratitude, and he was convinced he would win big.
That's so interesting because his story and others, like, it kind of make you wonder, is it just mindset or is there something more going on here? Like, is there some other force at play?
Yeah, and this is where the science, or at least the theories that draw on science, come in.
Okay, let's get into that.
So some of you listening might be thinking, hold on, is there any real science to back this up?
Right.
And our sources actually point to a few concepts like neuroplasticity.
Okay.
This is the brain's ability to actually rewire itself based on what you repeatedly think and believe.
So you're saying if you constantly think about winning and abundance, could your brain actually start to believe it's more likely?
Yeah, that's the idea. And that shift in belief, that feeling of possibility, might be what leads to changes in your behavior that actually then increase your chances.
It's almost like when you buy a new car and suddenly you see that same car everywhere.
Right.
It was always there, but now your brain is just tuned into it.
Exactly. And then there's the reticular activating system, or the RAS.
Okay.
This filters information based on what you're focused on.
So if you're fixated on abundance, you might notice opportunities related to winning that you'd otherwise miss.
Yeah, like maybe that extra dollar you find on the ground suddenly feels like a sign to buy a lottery ticket.
Exactly. Those little synchronicities.
Yeah. And of course, we can't forget about quantum physics.
Oh, yeah. Quantum physics always comes up in these conversations.
It does. And that observer effect, the idea that consciousness might actually influence reality at a tiny level.
Right.
That's kind of mind-boggling.
It is mind-boggling.
Like, could focused intention really create a change in the universe? Even something like winning the lottery.
That's a big question.
It is a big question. It's definitely a very out there concept.
For sure.
But it is intriguing.
It is intriguing.
So based on all of this, if someone listening right now wanted to try manifesting a lottery win,
okay,
what steps should they take?
Well, the first step, according to all these sources, is to get really clear on your intention. Like, decide exactly how much you want to win and why you want to win.
So don't just say, I want to be rich.
No.
Get specific.
Be specific. What will you do with that money? How will it change your life?
Yeah, exactly. And next, you have to really feel what it's like to have already won.
Ah, okay.
Imagine the emotions, the celebration, the possibilities. Visualization is key here. Okay.
Picture yourself holding that winning ticket, feeling the joy, planning what you'll do.
Okay, I like it.
And our sources talk about affirmations too. You know, those positive statements like, I am a lottery winner.
Right.
Repeating these could help to reprogram your subconscious and make winning feel less like a far-fetched dream and more like a potential reality.
Yeah, it's about shifting that belief system.
Exactly. And don't forget gratitude.
Oh, yes, gratitude is huge.
Being thankful for what you already have puts you in a mindset of abundance.
Right.
Which is essential for attracting more of it.
It's about appreciating the present while still striving for something more.
Exactly. But we're not pretending it's all sunshine and rainbows here.
No, of course not.
Doubts and fears, those can creep in for anyone, right?
Absolutely. Those are real challenges, and the sources acknowledge that.
Okay.
But the key is to gently shift those negative thoughts to positive ones.
Okay.
So instead of, I'll never win, try, I'm open to receiving abundance.
I love that.
It's a subtle shift, but it can make a big difference. Yeah, so don't get discouraged if you don't win right away.
Yeah, keep going.
Keep believing, keep visualizing, and keep taking those inspired actions.
That's a really important point. Manifestation isn't passive. It's
Right.
not just wishing and hoping. It's about taking action that's aligned with your goal.
Like actually buying a lottery ticket.
Exactly. Don't forget that part.
Yes.
It's about combining the inner work with the outer action.
I like that. So we've covered some really interesting stories.
Yeah.
And we've dipped our toes into the science and the metaphysics of it all.
A little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything. But I'm sure some of you listening are still skeptical. And that's okay.
Of course.
What would you say to those who are thinking this is all a bit too good to be true?
I think it's healthy to be skeptical. We're not saying this is a guaranteed get-rich-quick scheme.
Right.
Even the sources emphasize that it's important to take action and not rely solely on manifestation.
Okay.
But this idea that our thoughts and beliefs can influence our reality, well, that's a powerful concept that's worth exploring.
It is. And if it's true, what could that mean for other areas of our lives?
Right.
Could we manifest better health relationships,
Yes.
careers?
The possibilities are endless.
It's where things get really interesting.
Exactly.
But we'll save that for later.
Okay.
Stay tuned for part 2, where we'll explore even more techniques.
Okay.
And we'll dive deeper into aligning our thoughts with our desires.
Looking forward to it. It's fascinating how many different approaches people use when it comes to manifestation.
Right.
It's not just about visualization and affirmations.
Uh-huh.
Our sources talk about some really intriguing techniques
Okay.
for kind of taking it to the next level.
Oh, I love getting into the nitty-gritty. Tell me more.
Okay, so one technique that's often mentioned is called SATs.
That's AT.
Which stands for state akin to sleep.
State akin to sleep. Okay.
Well,
That sounds a little mysterious and maybe a little bit creepy.
it might sound a bit out there, but it's actually a pretty simple idea.
Okay.
It's basically about visualizing your desired outcome.
Okay. In this case, winning the lottery, right as you're falling asleep.
Why before sleep? What's so special about that time?
Well, that twilight zone between wakefulness and sleep,
Yeah.
that's when your subconscious mind is thought to be the most receptive.
Oh, interesting.
It's like planting seeds in fertile ground.
Mm-hmm.
Those images and feelings can really take root.
So you're basically drifting off to dreamland with visions of yourself winning the lottery dancing in your head.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the more vivid and emotionally charged those images are, the better.
I can see how that could be powerful.
Another technique is scripting,
Scripting.
which involves writing a journal entry from the perspective of your future self,
Okay.
the one who's already won.
So I'm not just writing down my goals. I'm writing my own winning story.
Yes, and the key here is to really get into the details.
Yeah. Okay.
Describe your emotions, the celebrations, what you're doing with the money, how your life has changed.
Oh, I love that.
The more real you can make it feel, the more you're kind of imprinting that reality on your subconscious. It's like creating your own personal movie script for success.
Exactly.
Who needs Hollywood?
And then, of course, we can't forget about vision boards.
Yes, the good old vision board.
A classic for a reason.
But how exactly do they work for manifesting something like a lottery win?
It's all about creating a visual representation of your desired outcome.
Yeah.
Something you can see and interact with every day.
Right.
You can include images of money, the lottery logo numbers that resonate with you, anything that symbolizes your goal.
So I could have pictures of champagne, a tropical vacation, a new house, all the things I'd buy with my winnings.
Exactly. The point is to look at your vision board daily and really feel the emotions you'd
Yeah.
experience if those images were your reality.
Like a daily dose of inspiration.
Exactly. It keeps your goal front and center in your mind.
And motivation reminding you of what you're working towards.
And finally, our sources talk about the power of meditation.
Meditation that makes sense. It helps to quiet the mind
Yeah.
and tap into a deeper level of consciousness. Maybe that's where the real magic of manifestation happens.
That's the idea. And there are even guided meditations specifically designed to help people connect with the energy of abundance and financial freedom.
Mhm.
They often incorporate visualizations and affirmations to help reprogram your thinking around money.
So we've got SATs, We've got scripting, vision boards, and meditation. That's a whole toolbox of manifestation techniques.
It is a lot to work with.
But I think we have to talk about the skepticism.
Of course.
There are a lot of people out there who roll their eyes at the idea of manifesting a lottery win.
Right.
They see it as pure luck, nothing more.
It's understandable to be skeptical, especially when dealing with something as seemingly random as the lottery.
Yeah, let's be real. Winning the lottery is a long shot.
The odds are definitely not in anyone's favor.
No matter how much positive thinking you do.
That's true, but the proponents of manifestation would say it's not about controlling the outcome.
Okay.
It's about aligning yourself with the energy of what you desire and trusting that the universe will deliver it in its own way and time.
So it's not about forcing things to happen.
Right.
It's about creating the right internal conditions for them to unfold naturally.
Exactly. And even if you don't win the lottery,
Yeah.
these sources suggest that the process of practicing manifestation can still have a profound impact on your life.
Really? How so?
Well, by focusing on abundance, gratitude, positive beliefs, you're essentially rewiring your brain for success in all areas of your life.
Okay.
You're changing your mindset from one of scarcity to one of possibility.
So even if I don't become a multimillionaire overnight,
Right.
I might still attract more opportunities, better relationships, or just a more positive outlook on life in general.
Precisely. And who knows, maybe that lottery win will still manifest, just not in the way you expect. Maybe it'll come in the form of a new job opportunity or a lucky investment.
The universe works in mysterious ways.
It does. It does.
I like that it's a win-win situation.
Yeah.
You're working on yourself and you're open to receiving abundance in whatever form it takes.
Yeah. Exactly. And remember, the most important thing is to approach this with a sense of fun and playfulness.
Okay.
Don't take it too seriously.
Right.
If you're constantly stressed and anxious about manifesting, it's likely to backfire.
It's not about obsessing or becoming desperate.
No.
It's about enjoying the journey and seeing what unfolds.
And who knows, maybe we'll be sharing your lottery winning story on a future episode of The Deep Dive.
That would be amazing.
Yay.
Okay, so we're back for the final part of our deep dive into manifesting lottery wins.
It's been quite a journey.
It has from those personal stories to the science of the brain. We even touched on a little bit of quantum physics.
Oh, yeah.
Who knew manifesting could be so complex?
It's really fascinating how much we still don't know about the power of the mind.
Right.
And its potential to influence reality. But
yeah.
Before we wrap up, I think we need to address the elephant in the room.
Okay.
All the skepticism that surrounds this whole topic.
Yeah. Let's be real. There are a lot of people out there who think this idea of manifesting a lottery win is
nonsense.
Nonsense. Pure luck, plain and simple.
And to be fair, the odds of winning the lottery are astronomically small, no matter how much positive thinking you do.
Right, but then you hear stories like that of Helen Hadsell.
Oh, yeah, the contest queen.
The contest queen.
She won, like, everything.
It seemed like she won almost every competition she entered.
Cars trips.
Including a pretty substantial lottery jackpot.
Even a house.
And she used that SPEC method.
Yeah.
Select project, expect and collect.
Exactly. It aligns so perfectly with the principles of manifestation and the law of assumption.
It's like she cracked the code.
It makes you wonder if she really did tap into something powerful.
Yeah. And then there's the story of that anonymous Australian woman who won $1 million.
Oh, yeah.
Using affirmations and visualization, she talked about feeling absolutely certain that the money was already hers.
Wow.
And when she won, it felt completely natural, like it was meant to be.
That unwavering belief is incredible.
It really is. It makes you think about the power of our convictions and how they might shape our experiences. So these stories, along with countless others, make you wonder if there's something more at play than just blind luck.
Right. Is there a hidden element of intention and conscious creation influencing these seemingly random events?
It's a fascinating question. And while we may not have a definitive answer,
right,
I think it's worth considering the possibility.
I agree.
But what about those who are still on the fence?
Yeah.
What's the takeaway for our listeners who are intrigued by this idea, but still have those nagging doubts?
I think the most important thing is to approach it with an open mind and a sense of curiosity.
Okay.
Don't dismiss it outright just because it sounds a little far-fetched.
Right. Don't let skepticism shut down the possibility of something amazing happening.
Exactly. Experiment with some of the techniques we've talked about.
Yeah.
See what resonates with you, what feels good and empowering.
And remember to have fun with it.
Yes. Don't turn it into another source of stress or pressure.
Exactly. If you're not enjoying the process, it's probably not going to work anyway.
And keep in mind, even if you don't win the lottery, practicing manifestation can still enrich your life in countless ways.
Right.
It can shift your mindset, help you attract more abundance, and create a reality that's more aligned with your deepest desires.
It's about so much more than just winning money.
It is. It's about personal growth and transformation.
Absolutely. It's about recognizing your inner power.
Yeah.
And realizing that you might have more influence over your reality than you previously thought.
Well said.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, I want to leave our listeners with one final thought-provoking question.
Okay, shoot.
If our thoughts and beliefs can shape our reality, even in small ways, what other areas of our lives could we potentially influence?
Ooh, that's a good one. Could we manifest better health, stronger relationships, more fulfilling careers?
Could we use these principles to create a world that's more compassionate, just, and sustainable?
The possibilities are truly endless.
They are. And that's something worth pondering.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us on this exploration of manifestation and the lottery.
It's been fun.
Until next time, keep diving deep and keep believing in the power of your own potential.
If you're enjoying our podcast and the insights we share, you'll absolutely love our ebooks crafted to take your manifestation journey to the next level. These ebooks are your ultimate tools to manifest abundance, love, confidence, and prosperity. Whether you're looking to master your self-concept, unlock financial freedom, or design the life of your dreams, we've got you covered. Inside, you'll find step-by-step guides, practical exercises, and bonus tools like printable affirmation cards and daily habits to keep you aligned with your goals. Simple, actionable, and designed to fit into even the busiest lifestyle, these ebooks are your personal roadmap to success and happiness. Take the next step in your manifestation journey. Click the link, explore our ebooks, and start creating the life you deserve today.